There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio. Of course, unstoppable and remains the beacon of truth. It has been so since yesterday, and it is today and forever. There is only one indigenous broadcaster championing the cause for the restoration of Biafra. Biafra Human Rights Radio.
Good Of course, BIAFRA is a reality. And I say once again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. This is Radio BIAFRA Extra, and we're streaming live through BIAFRA Human Right and Freedom Radio. BIAFRA Human Right and Freedom Radio is being anchored by Diokpa Uche Ukafo, who hails from Abatete in Anambra State, Biafra land. He's the man who has simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, this is one truth I do not expect everyone to understand the mindset behind it. I am George ONYIBE. I hail from Abo, Anyoma province, to be precise. And of course, I keep telling you every piece of land in Delta State is Biafra land. As customary demand on this very platform, I proceed to acknowledge members of the de facto customary government, headed by Alhaji Asare Dokubo and Deputy Sister Rita Anembogo. I extend my profound greeting and gratitude to members of Parliament, of course, the advisory body, as well as every member of the executive, the implementation body, ranging from Dr. Kado to Engineer Ikenna Wanonenyi, of course, our brother Uchina Sibu, aka Umiumio, Maze Ugono, Evangelist Bonenfire, of course, Director Uchi Ukafo Mefo, and the host of others too numerous to mention. I acknowledge members of the Biafra Nation Alliance. These are men and women against all decide to stand on the path of the truth when it requires they stand alone. Biafrans appreciate you, from the media department down to the board of trustees, of course the administrators across the globe. Highly appreciated. Agongwanye, Ada Biafra, of course Okomoko, Daddy Obidio Bienu, Dr. Mokinkwo, Maze Mbadike, Mazi Uzurumba, Awele, and so numerous to mention. But tonight you are all highly appreciated. I also acknowledge our brothers because many of them are failing. And they are the reason why we are here. They are some of the reason why we are here. And we are going to make sure that we deliver them, because that is exactly what they need in a time like this. Make no mistake about that. I'm talking about the indigenous people of Nnamdi Kanu. The only thing they can do aside lying is they blackmail you. Aside blackmailing, they are character assassinating. Aside character assassinating, they are eating human being. Nothing good. This very group of IPOB led by Nnamdi Kanu, of course they are ignorant people. Nnamdi Kanu need to push out all the genuine people out of the struggle, so he has zombie all around him. He can manipulate them wherever he is. But what we are fighting for, what we represent, is more than what you are doing. But it has not come to your mind yet. And of course, I know you are on Facebook already. You are yapping. That is your cause. Continue wallowing in your misery. That is your cause. Acknowledge the Creator. For he is the lifting up of our head, our wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, our guide in matter both great and small, the very primordial influence that drives us in everything we do. Anyị na-aja gị mma o, maka n'eziokwu ị mara mma ịhụnanya n'ịma gị, obiọma gị o juru anya dadi o, ịmakwa n'enwe gị mgbanwe o, ọ dịghị onye dịka gị, Ebu Alpha no Omega Daddy, anyị niile na-asị na n'ịdịmma o. Ise. And of course, this very evening we continue to proceed because we have a nation to deliver and there is no shadow of turning back within. Our topic this evening is simply titled 3 Characteristics of a False Agitators. False Agitators. 3 characteristics of a false agitator. It is very important that at this critical moment, as far as the Biafra Restoration Project is concerned, we need to remind our people about the impending danger and the need to be at alert in order not to be deceived. We have found ourselves in a critical position, in a critical moment. Very pretend and deceive our people by telling them, oh, Biafra is coming tomorrow, Biafra is already here, we are inside Biafra. Oh, no. The best gift we can give to our freedom in the guise of freedom is to tell them the truth. You just need to know the truth. If you know the truth, you are free. But as far as you don't know the truth, you are a slave. So even when Biafra is restored under deception, under secrecy, under lie and deceit, we still remain enslaved. Go and study supposedly advanced nation as they are called. You see, they tell their people the truth. then you begin to wonder why they are actually progressing. Do African leaders tell their people the truth? Does Nigerian leaders tell their people the truth? And then should Biafra leaders tell their people the truth? Should a father tell his sons and daughters the truth? Should a mother tell the daughters and the sons the truth? Could you tell friends the truth? You see, when you say the truth, it transcends, it manifests in form of love. And you see, the Bible, perfect love cast out every form of fear. But you will not understand, because some of you are wondering, how do we get Biafra? How do we get Biafra? My brother, this is a moment of renovation. We are trying to remove every illegal structure. They were placed there on this very platform for so many reasons. This project called Biafra is supposed to be maybe 11 pillars. Somebody is trying to make it 13. Another is trying to reduce it to 8. No, if it is 10, let it be 10. If it is 20, let it be 20. And that is why God will always say, this word, do not add to it and do not subtract from it. What he's saying indirectly is, say the truth. Say the truth. Tell your people the truth. And now on this very platform, Biafra has metamorphosed into Idu kingdom. Biafra have metamorphosed into Igbo Biafra. Biafra have metamorphosed to Igodomigodo Biafra. Biafra has metamorphosed to Niger Delta Biafra. Biafra has metamorphosed. Only God knows what is going to become tomorrow. We do not tell our people the truth. And then all of us begin to swim in the water and the ocean of deception. For what? For what? So we have a country of what, for God's sake? I have to take you to this system, because some of you, oh, we got to move. How do we got to? No, bring money. Let us go to United Nations. Mazi Mefo and Dr. Kado, of course, in company of Asare Dokubo, they are going to see the United Nations. Putin invited us. Is that not what you want to hear? Is that not what you want to hear? But even though God invites us, even though angels in heaven beckon on us, all we need first of all is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. The danger at this very stage is that we need to be at alert. There are 3 stages to process before the agenda can be activated in every given project. In every given project, there are 3 stages that one must confront. That it is a process. These 3 processes, you must activate the 3 of them. Without that, you will not be able to get any agenda. And one of it is the introduction stage or introductory stage. In every given project, there is a stage known as introductory stage. That is the first stage. Biafra Restoration Project was there. Introduction stage, introductory stage. This is a stage for to market the identity. This is a stage to sell information. Let's say as early as 2014, Biafra agitation took a new turn. We begin to canvass our people. We begin to entertain our people. We begin to beckon on our people. We begin to invite our people. We cannot take this emasculation anymore. We cannot take this deliberate out of disenfranchisement. We cannot live side by side with people swim in the ocean of nepotism. We cannot tolerate the killing of our people. And they do not have reason why they should turn our land into a war zone. There were many things that were happening to us. This was the introductory stage. Yes, we faulted everyone except ourselves. We blamed all the governors. We blame all the Igwes. We blame all the races. We blame all the intellectuals. We blamed the global community. We blamed America. We blamed USA. We blamed China. We blamed Japan. We blamed India. We blamed everybody. We blamed the devil. We blamed Jesus Christ. We blame. There is nobody we did not blame, for God's sake. Only ourselves. We didn't blame ourselves. This is the introductory stage. Very convenient for all of us. And honestly, if you are a Biafran, if indeed you can open your eye and see what is happening clearly, irrespective of whose fault is God, there is need for Nigeria to be renegotiated. Until then, everything remains the way we say it is. It is unfair. This was the introductory stage. And our people, noble Biafrans across the globe, they heed to this call. They heed to this call. It was a clarion call. We assembled because it was the first stage. And everything came. What you said is true. How do we maneuver? How do we navigate through this turbulent moment? How do we move ahead? We assured you that indeed Biafra is going to be restored. Just that there are one or two things that is required of us. We need a transmitter to pass this information to every nook and cranny of Biafra land. Our people must know what is going on. Yes, we need money, among other things. And our people obliged. We gave you hope. We gave you courage. We gave you strength. We gave you reason to be proud of who you are. And until now, we were very proud. We were very proud. Some are ashamed already. But I still remain proud. I stand tall as a Biafran. Because when we saw the abomination of dissolution spoken by the prophet Daniel standing in the holy land of Biafra, we understood. Let's stop there anyway. 3 stages. When you pass the introductory stage, which I refer as the moment of impression, you go to the communal stage. And I refer that communal stage as the moment of strategy. If you take the church for example, when you go out for evangelism, you impress people with what Jesus can do. What awaits them if they give their life to Christ? You'd want to impress them. You tell them the complete history of Christianity. You even tell them the one you don't know. These are moments of impression. But the moment of communion will come. It is reality. That is the second stage, a moment of communion. Biafrans answered this call. All of you who answered this call, whether you have been deceived, whether you have been blackmailed, whether you have been frustrated, whether you have been lied against, but you answer this call, it shall be well with you. I'm praying for the ones that have been frustrated, disgraced out for something they don't know anything about. Somebody called me this evening and he said, do you know who is calling me, calling you? I said, not really. The person introduced herself, and then, oh, very well then, it's been a long time. We extended greetings, and the person said to me, we suffered too much in this struggle. We have suffered too much. We cannot allow this thing to be destroyed. Somewhere along the line, we have to rebuild. One or two things that we actually discussed, but the person don't know that process are in place already. The de facto customary government, among other pro-Biafran group who are visionaries, visionaries who understand the position we are, the precarious situation we have placed ourselves in, they are doing something, I must tell you. Why am I bringing it up this evening? The moment of communion, most of you gave your all and all. You are disappointed now, I know. Most of you who have known the truth already, you are disappointed, you are discouraged. You are not happy. If I tell you the caliber of people who are standing by to do the needful, and how much we have been able to crush their spirit because of Nnamdi Kanu atrocity, they never trusted him right from time. But maybe for some saboteurs like us, they came. They are disappointed. Some can't even say anything. They knew something was wrong. This is the moment of communion. The moment of communion is the time we come and we share secrecy. The moment of communion is the time we come, we have fellowship. The moment of communion is the time we come, we strategize, we move on to do the right thing rather. It is no longer time for impression, it is time for strategy. And now we are there. We started strategizing. We started planning. We started reasoning. We continue to have communion until the devil came. Do not forget, I need Biafrans to recognize the first agitators, the first ones, fake one, so we can save ourselves from this mess and prevent the next generation from making the same mistake we are making today. Eventually the devil came, and like a songwriter said, oge meme bu oge umuchuku janwiri o, oge meme bu oge umuchuku janwiri o, ekwensu abata ogba aghara abata o, onye na-eme mmemme o ya kpọọ Chineke ka ọ bịa o. The Satan came, but it is the Satan that is calling somebody Satan. This is difficult for you to understand. You may be used by Satan without knowing. Let me digress a little bit. Jesus, standing before the disciple, inquired of each of them, who do men say that I am? Andrew, Timothy, Bartholomew, all of them started responding. Some say you are Elijah, some say you are John the Baptist, some say you are Moses, you resurrected from the dead. They say many things, and to them it was fun. But that was the moment of reality, strategy. And Jesus looked at them in the face and said, then who do you say that I am? And Peter jumped up and said, you are the Messiah, the Son of the living God, he who is to come to save the world. And Jesus said to him, flesh and blood has not revealed this truth to you, but my Father in heaven. And for this reason you shall be called the rock, Cipher, Peter. Upon this rock I will build my church. A covenant was made that day through this fellowship, and Peter went on rejoicing. But that same very night, Jesus told them a shocking story before they parted. They went to bed. He said, in few hours from now, I will be betrayed and handed over to the unbelievers. They will scourge me, they will beat me, they will humiliate me, they will crucify me, but on the third day I will rise again. And then the same rock, the Peter, upon which Christ will build his church, he jumped up immediately, overconfidence that killed my monkey, and said to Jesus, Master, I will not allow them to betray you. They can't. Nobody will do that. I will kill them myself. Jesus, in fact, you are not going to Jerusalem if this is what they will do to you in Jerusalem. This was a brave statement coming from a very committed, a loyal follower of Christ. And Jesus would have said, I trust you, Peter. You are formidable. But Jesus looked at him and said, get thee behind me, Satan. Along the line, Jesus told Peter, Satan had planned to shift you, use you to destroy you completely. But I have prayed for you. And so when you are wrong, Remember your brothers. Until Satan entered in Nandekano, he lost his mind. Most of you cannot accept it, but you will accept it because the truth will never be hidden. Until it comes out, we go nowhere. Satan took over him. Satan took over Nandekano. You followers of Nandekano are supposed to be praying for him. You followers of Nandekano, if you truly love him, pray for him to confess his sin. Let him go and meet Reverend and do confession, because he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. We have summoned the blood of all the people all of you betrayed. They will hunt all of you down. Forget about the money you are holding now. It is blood money. They will call for all of you. Look at them. Go and pray for Nandekano, because he has Satan to use him. Who is praying for him? I want to believe he's possessed. He will be delivered. And I will give you some point before the end of this broadcast, because we want to go home. To go home, we need to sanitize our altar. We need to repair it. The level of damage is unimaginable, unbelievable. These are processes you must go through. And the third one there is the execution stage. This is time for reality. Execution. You plan. IPOB have gone through the introductory stage. In the Biafra agitation, we have gone through the communal stage. It was really wonderful anyway, until Satan entered the Nandekano. And now, here at the execution stage. To get through this execution stage, which is the last lap, if it were to be a relay, the last lap, the execution part, a lot of things happen. Let's go back to the Bible a little bit. On that very Mount of Olive, when Jesus was planning to run the last lap, to go to Golgotha, to go to Calvary, where he will be crucified, it was the last lap. He told them the things that will happen. He said, take heed, little children, that no man deceive you. Why did he call them little children? Because the last time I checked, none of them was younger than 30 years. Why would he call them little children? Because if your wisdom is not mature enough, forget about your age. It's a number. You are a small boy. But you can be a small boy, 15, 17. You have IQ, a very standard one. You could be viewed as a 70 years old man or woman. He said, I write this to you, little children, that you let no one deceive you. Many false prophets will arise. This is the last battle. And so take heed, none of them deceive you. We are close to, of course, this is the beginning of the end of this struggle. Fake prophet everywhere. Nandekano become Elohua. He's now God. This is fake prophets. You have the other one, Simeon Ekpa, a recruit, hired like every other criminal social media to change the narrative of a pressure group to a political machinery. We are waiting for all of you. Come and change us. These are fake prophets. And then other ran out of only God know where. Oh, we are do kingdom. Elohua told me we are do. Biafra cannot come. Biafra is dead. Biafra is cursed. Biafra is evil. We are now we do. If you answer I do, these are fake prophets, for God's sake. But you are little children. You are being turned up and down. You go on Facebook and look at my noble brothers. They say, oh, we are top no time, we are pilot, all of them go crash. Oh, we are do kingdom. Una they go graveyard to pray for ourselves. Una go bring juju. Oh, juju come for Facebook. Oh, juju I'm on make you kill all the people where they challenge me. Oh, juju I'm on when you he everywhere. Fake prophet everywhere. All because of Biafra. Are we talking about the deceptive people who are hiding from behind the scene, trying to hijack everything, to maneuver everybody, because they thought Biafra is My brother, we need to get to Calvary before we can get this Biafra. Are you ready to go to Calvary? Are you ready to walk on that street of Golgotha? Are you ready to pay the necessary sacrifice? You think we are eating fried rice here? Jesus knew the last lap is a very complicated one, and he said to his disciple, take heed, it is fake prophets, they will be everywhere. Even the genuine prophet, they will themselves be deceived. It's a very challenging moment, I must tell you. When he told them about the signs of the end, he said, if the time is not shortened, even the very elite will not make heaven. And so that is the execution stage. We have preached enough. There is nothing concerning redemption we have not preached. We have spoken in tongue. We are speaking in diverse tongue. We have prophesied. We have signed. The word of wisdom manifested. We have done everything for God's sake. Only one thing. Execute it. Some are running out. Oh, Biafra is already here. Let us take our chance. It's our privilege. The point is, whether you are deceived, whether I am deceived, as far as something is wrong somewhere, it affects all of us. And if it affects all of us in a negative way, and then we cannot progress. Jesus took time and understand that on this last lap, the enemy is going to strike the ships, and all of them will scatter. That is what happened. That is the stage we are. Now that they have scattered, what are we supposed to do? Jesus said to Peter, because after they scattered, the enemy strike them. Judas hanged himself. He would have been forgiven. Peter could not forgive himself because he went to fight and cut off somebody's ear and deny Jesus Christ. All of them have to run away. Everybody scattered. The same way we are scattered in this agitation. Most of you think it's natural. Most of you think it's ordinary. But Nnamdi will not listen. He will reap what he has sown, for he has sown to the wide wind, and of the wide wind he shall reap corruption. I am your destiny, and I am your doom. As you deliberately, for your self-ego, for your own ego, for your own pride, you want to destroy a whole race. It's not in your place to do that. You have made a covenant with death already, even before now. It is not your place. Our case is settled for God's sake. Biafra and Biafra. Nani cannot go on Okunu what here Ireku. Iyake John Akwoku, Opohojo Akwoku offer. It's just a very simple thing. It is very annoying. Very, very. Everybody ran away. He said they will strike the sheep. They will strike the shepherd. The sheep will scatter. And he will strike. And all of them ran away. Peter went back to fishing. Now the Kanu is going back to politics. Watch him, but we are waiting for him. Let him come and join PDP now. Unfortunate. And Jesus came to him and said, Peter, the 8th, after everything, Peter didn't recognize him. You think now the Kanu still recognize Biafra? You think he recognize or still remember the principle we laid down on deception? He don't. Honorable one day abaloso ozanyi wan egbu mu na anyi o anya na ato ase onwa anyi wan to ase ekwensu ase o. What unfortunate situation. We can't kill our people. We are protecting our people. Who is killing us now? Cannibals everywhere. And he said to Peter, feed my sheep. He didn't tell him, go and evangelize. Go and evangelize. He said, Peter, lovest thou me? Feed my sheep. Biafrans, lovest thou Biafra? Feed Biafrans. The truth is standing before us. But somewhere you have to protect and defend what you know nothing about. Getting involved in matter greater than you. For God's sake, this is our nation we yearn for. We bleed for. We fight for. This is a nation we dreamed of. This is a nation that the only thing that can quench the thirst is for it to materialize. And one way or the other, it shall. This is the last stage. Moment of execution. every genuine Biafran understand what our problem is. Why are we so sluggish to initiate the right process? But why? Oh yes, we want to tell you Judge ONYIBE is a criminal, and Mazobide, they are all evil. They want to make Elohua must give us Biafra, and we no go agree. Yes, look at freedom fighters, not articulated one bit, no focus, no direction. You're just looking for somebody, you just tag evil name to Fiakwa. And so the people of Biafra must understand, you watch out for false agitators. They are the one having upper hand now, but it's not going to be too late. We will tell you all the whole truth, and when you finish sharing this truth, with time your brain will begin to function. We are flushing your brain, we are sanitizing you. You will be fine, don't worry. You will be fine. Let them exhibit their criminality, we will expose them. Without Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio Station and other noble people like Ijele and other individuals, by now they can't punk. They wanted to deceive you. Oh, we have a how does my job even call it? Is it holographic? We have holographic soldier. Look at them, small boy, he's shooting AK-40 in Yohi. Now they are denying. IPOB Media Warrior have edited one picture there, add it and write DSS at the back. Una they learn work. Una they learn work. You just edit it. Put that. Oh, you see, busted. DSS busted. It is DSS camp, not IPOB camp. And Ijele asks a very brilliant question. So DSS want to how do we say it? Impersonate IPOB, and so they now wear DSS cardigan and go and pretend to be IPOB. They forget to wear IPOB guard. You think they are that daft? You think they are that hopeless? You think they don't have sense? You continue shooting yourself in the leg. But the truth we brought you, make IPOB to make you turn, automatic revise, and begin to disassociate from child soldier. Whether you like it or not, you must yield to righteousness. Whether you like it or not, you must yield to the truth. Whether you like it or not, the truth must prevail. But so you will not understand. How can we build on this very faulty foundation? I will be pretending. We have been speaking in parable in time past. We continue to do that. Those who are reasoning will understand. More than 1 year or 2 years before I was expelled, I told you for over 4 years, we are trying to kill Nnamdi Kanu of his drug addict mentality. He wouldn't listen. He's very wise, all-knowing. Wise man will die for foolish man backyard. We're trying to warn him. This thing cannot lead us. This thing is sinful, and each time we try to help this our brother, it will become enemy on daily basis. And you want us to come and join and build on rubbish, corrupt, decayed foundation? God forbid. We will have to revisit the foundation. Today them are here, they are deceiving you. They are deceiving you. How do you know who they are? How do you know who they are? To engage the people at this last stage, we understand it can be very convoluted, just like every other areas of our life. Not everyone will make it. At this stage, it's not easy. But the challenges we are going to go through, the fight we are going to have to put up, somewhere along the line, it is usual. Don't think something unusual is happening to you. It is normal. It happens in every area of life. Go and look at those who see themselves through school. I have so many of them around me. Their father don't have money. Their mother don't have money. They determined to go to school. Most of them will start They have to feed. Accommodation problem is there. They have to buy textbooks or handouts. They have to sort their lecturers. For God's sake, it's unbelievable. I'm not talking about the girl child. I'm talking about the man child. Because nobody supports the man child. When you want to go to school as a man from Nigeria that I know, my guy, be ready to use your head to carry her pan. Be ready. And then when the journey starts, I remember when I was in Uniport going through economics. I was studying economics then. It's part-time. I have to go to work and I have to come to class in the evening. I have school fees to pay. I have house rent to pay. I have bills to pay. To take care of my mother. I have to take care of my family. But I just needed this. I need to be here. It was not easy. And so for almost 4 years, I sacrificed my sleep. Because the only time I have to read is midnight. I chew cola. I chew cola very well. I took Lipton, Nescafe to keep me awake. It was not easy. But those who have gone through that era, those process, they encourage me. Keep on. It's not easy. You get involved in business. Maybe you start with 100,000. And then in 2 weeks' time, they rob you of 70,000. Some will just say that is the end of their life. They back down. And then yet others will continue. And they have stories to tell. I have so many of them around me. And so it is applicable in every other area of life. We are at this stage now. Everything we have labored for, we make the world to understand we are genuine people. We make the world to understand that it's our right to do what we are doing. We're able to convince the global community that our matter need to be visited. To mention but a few. And they pretend they are not here, but of course they are hearing us. It's not yet time for them to attend to us. They will attend to us because they don't have any choice. And now look at where we are. Look at where we are. Somebody almost destroyed everything. It is the last stage, brothers. Everybody must put on their shoes. The shoe preparation to go anywhere for the sake of Biafra. Just like the Bible says. Put on therefore the whole armor of God. Put on the helmet of salvation. Free yourself from lies, deception, and blackmail. Put on the breastplate of righteousness. Be a righteous man for God's sake. Hold the sword, which is the sword of the Spirit. Are you spiritually conscious? Put on the belt of truth, Ejoku. When you are not saying the truth, you'll be disgraced. Equip yourself properly. Although of course you are not a Christian, how will you understand? How will you? To engage on this last stage, I must tell you, every one of us must be ready to make it through. It's not a very easy one. And so having found ourselves in this dicey situation at this stage, we must be very vigilant to prevent from missing our goal. We must watch out for the manifestation of certain characters. We look at 3 of them this evening, and then we bring the broadcast to an end. False agitators are everywhere. You don't know who to follow. Wake up in the morning, hey, our Yoruba people, our Yoruba nation. Sunday, I have told you now, is not going to relent in Biafra agitation. His own agitation is going to be peaceful. That is our Yoruba loving brother. He's doing peaceful one. Then the other of our brother, Ambazonia, they are doing unknown gunmen type. And then Nnamdi Kanu is from peaceful agitation. They turn to unknown gunmen. Who the heck is deceiving who here? There are three characters you need to watch out if you want to be among those people who will restore Biafra. The one we can be proud of. These are three people you must watch out for. The day you see me doing those things, run for us. Or any other leader of any pro-Biafran group, run for them. Because they lost it all. Number one, they lie. They lie. When I say they lie, you will not understand. Once you see a leader that is telling lies, that is one of the character. That is how to know them. Because some of you, how do we know these false agitators? Any broadcaster, any agitator, any group that know how to lie, my brother, run for your life. They are fake. Let's review one of them this evening.
Any day I come back and tell you that you can go and hug Yoruba people and love them. Any day I come back and say to you that you can befriend Rochas Okoro, Charles or Carlo, any of these governors, or any member of the corrupt leadership of Ohaneze, that same day I please urge you to kill me.
Now, we are only granting the request of Nnamdi Kanu. Any day I come out and I tell you to go and hug Yoruba people, you know I'm evil. Any day I tell you to go and hug Rojas Okorocha, you know I am evil. Any day I tell you Ohaneze Ndigbo good, you know I am evil. Any of you who had that privilege, come on me. He said the truth. This is Nnamdi Kanu, for God's sake. He said the truth. Or before devil enter inside this idiot, he said the truth. Now understand, I don't hate Yoruba. But what Yoruba are doing to us, my brother, I cannot associate with them. I don't like them. I don't know how to put it anyway. I hate what they do. I stand there. The greatest undoing of any Igbo man is your love with Yoruba. You are gone. Go and check in on the canon and then give and Juju with the warrior. If you are called to judge Juju matter, please come and take me there. Let me go and answer all of you. This is in on the canon when he was normal. Any day I tell you to go and hug Yoruba people, no, you have to kill me. But we are not killing him, we are delivering him. And some of you call us saboteur, leaving Nnamdi Kanu alone. But Nnamdi Kanu wants to kill him. Don't you have sense? If I kill him now, don't you know with this I can justify my action? We are helping him to save him, for God's sake. But this is how you know fake agitators. He was not fake. Along the line, he compromised. He compromised. We took oath to defend Biafra. We took oath not to sabotage Biafra. We took oath to fight for Biafra to the end. Not for Nnamdi Kanu or any other criminal. And we will stand by that oath. Now you get the point. I didn't say it too. I never kill her now. You gotta leave Nnamdi Kanu alone. The Yahoo recruit, they even planted inside Biafra nation. They are there. And then let's not curse Nnamdi Kanu. Let's praise him. Thunder that will fire all of you. Don't worry. And you can did I say this? We have not even killed him, and some people are complaining already. Anybody that lies, they lie. My brother, they are fake agitators. They know nothing about the Biafra they profess, and their intention is never for Biafra to be free. Brachi may say blackmail me, and his children are in Canada. Tell me why another person will not blackmail, so that mugus like you will send their children abroad, and why they send the zombies children to inside the bush. Let us go back and listen so that you know how they lie.
Any day I come back and tell you that you can go and hug Yoruba people and love them. Any day I come back and say to you that you can befriend Rochas Okoro, Charles or Carlo, any of these governors, or any member of the corrupt leadership of Ohaneze, that same day I please urge you to kill me.
That same day I say kill me. Rochas Okorocha gave IPOB, is it 5 million naira so that they will allow him to govern Imo State? We didn't kill him Nnamdi Kanu. Or did Rogers not tell you how much he gave to IPOB for them to stop their criminality? How much did the OKC Ekpazu give to you? All the governors should threaten Willie Obiano. How much did they give to you, Nnamdi Kanu? Any day I talk like this, any day they will kill you, because we know he who pays the piper detains the tongue. The moment you go backyard and collect money from the politician you say they are corrupt, at that moment they control you. You see anybody who is behaving like they are lying. But let's further listen to the audio. The same man they cannot tell us we can't follow Yoruba. Yoruba is evil. Of course he's right. Fani Kayode is evidence. Before agitation of Biafra started, the first person I see insult Ojukwu memory. The memory of Ojukwu is FFK. Fani Kayode was the first person. It breaks my heart in this moment. And I saved that tweet. I saved that post. Because we don't talk what we don't have evidence. That is all this idiot. I'm waiting the day we go to court with one of you. When I'm done with you, you wish you were never born. He said at least they can dig borehole in Biaka's waist. Biaka is not dead. She's alive. All of you sue me to court on the ara. Insulting the memory of Din Chukwu Emeka Odimegwu Ojukwu. And then all of a sudden they say, we got to love Yoruba. We got to. From that day, I know we are gone. So God talk to Yoruba prophetess in America inside bedroom, and you people cannot see something is wrong, and you want us to join this evil. Posterity will judge all of us if we don't clear this air. If we do not make amends, if we do not sanitize the Biafra altar, you are not going anywhere. You will only end up destroying more of our innocent brothers and sisters. Your non-government and your ESM, they are raping, they are killing, they are all sorts of atrocity here in Biafra land, killing innocent people. And those of you, God bless unknown government. Evangelism is coming for you. Don't be in a hurry. All of you will get your evangelism. They lie. This is Nnamdi Kanu.
Because I'm no longer worthy to exist.
Not worthy to exist.
I said this before, and
I'm repeating it again. And the Bible says, in the presence of two or more witnesses, a matter is established. He has said it before, and he's saying it again. But we have not killed him.
This is for me in this struggle. Either we get Biafra, or I'll be in my grave.
This is also a lie. Because very soon, without Biafra human rights and freedom, by now it be saying, oh, political solution, we are not doing, now the kind we collect our amnesty. We go to one corner and be collecting his return every month from the government. Now you be the Mugu. I have told you, all of you supposedly media warrior, they are going to hunt all of you down. All of you with vital information that is able to expose this criminality, they will bring all of you down. Because by the time it will dawn on you, you will know the truth. Most of you cannot control it. Do you know what we know? We are not talking here for God's sake. We have told you. Is that in the grave or in the this one? It's in the grave. You look at who want to go to grave. Do you people know what it means to sacrifice for a nation? Do you people know what it means to stand for a nation? I know one day we will tell the story how we overcome, how we got here, and how we conquered. Let's refresh our mind a little bit. Nelson Mandela, as a young boy, or young man rather, he passed through a lot of humiliation in the hand of supposedly white South Africans. It was not cool for him to go to university as a lawyer. Under the humiliation, among others, he graduated. But he was not willing to take it anymore. He needed to equip himself. As a lawyer, he succeeded in having this instrument of justice, this weapon of justice, to do the real battle. I'm not telling you holistically he did all he had to do, but at least with the one that is commendable. Let's tell ourselves and see how many of us are ready to do that. And he got married immediately. They had children because he knew what is. He had a boy and a girl. And they were very small. And then he moved on. He wanted to stop apartheid. He campaigned for it. This is something you don't do easily in Africa. Only the lack of Adakaboro and Din Chukwemeka Odimegwu, who even in that era will stand up and say you want to destroy this British European cage called Africa, another criminal country, turning us into beast of burden. You dare not say that. He did. He was arrested, locked up in the Liberty Island, a prison, for 27 years. It is said that in most cases to break him down, so he abandoned apartheid. They killed his only son. So most of you don't know he has a son. They said he had an accident, the brake failed, the son now died. We know the game, my brother. But let's leave how the story ended. Who will convince me that Nelson Mandela don't love his people if he will stay in isolation for 27 years? Now they cannot they jump bill. When he be saying, are you supposed to even wake up in the morning, carry your phone, carry your mattress, go to Kuje prison and say, please lock me here because I want to commit offense. They say, which offense is that again? He said, I want to broadcast Biafra. They will say you are a madman and start chasing you. They run up and down. They hide from one hotel to another. They fuck the whole small girl. Yes, I said it. In the Kano, they fuck all the whole small girl. They appoint secretary. And then they call person as shawo. To fear quarrel economy. I pity your wife. You got to be polished. Well, what didn't be polished here? You do polish the blood of people you killed. Who did you polish? Now the Kano is lucky he's not out. We will tell the world what he has done. From one hotel to another. All these single mothers in America, may the Lord be with all of you. Rubbish. Yes, the new secretary, Nnamdi Kanu, they do selfie with her. Does he even respect his wife? So they say, it's a personal life, leave him. And when you were telling my own wife that I slept with somebody's wife, and you people ended up leading that woman to her death, was it not my wife? He's jumping from hotel to hotel, living a good life. What is the name of that his cloth? Is it Gucci? Ndohi. Freedom fighters. Just go there. You have the support. You have what it takes. Just go there and say, Nigeria, lock me put. Yahweh boy bunyabo. Yehani bunyabo. Irabo so efe window. Ezinde hadang hone. Freedom. And you go, nay memeni. Isamba, Nikaika do meme, Nikaika no meme, Iwe John we waja.
There will be no exile.
I will not go
there
to
will be no retreat, and there will be no surrender.
He was brought back.
And I have also a very special announcement to you.
Yes.
This is an instruction.
Yes, command.
It is a direct order.
Command. You are commanding you. Yes.
That from tonight, all attacks against our Ududuwa brethren, yes, all attacks against Yoruba people,
yes, cease
with immediate effect.
Okay,
as I told you, I had a very important meeting earlier today.
I will give you update.
Very critical meeting in the next few days.
Is this not a lie? He has forgotten what he said, because when he make broadcasts, he delete it. But we are saving all his broadcasts for him. All his broadcasts, all those ones they arrange Yoruba to concourse me for Radio Biafra, all of them I save them for you. But you go they look and you no go no say na him. By the time I will open it, you'll be ashamed. 29, I give you a command. You cannot cause Yoruba. I have a crucial meeting with them, and I will give you the update coming out very soon. They won't collect money that time. They don't collect the money, they don't share them. Don't cause Yoruba again. Leave the Yoruba alone. There are things I can't tell you now. When I tell you about the strategy that was deployed, it will shock you how this man messed up everything. From today, don't cause our Yoruba. In fact, it's an order. It is a command. It is an okotoko. It's a God now. So why were we attacking Yoruba people? Okay, decide who live and who die. Anytime you see any agitator lying, my brother, shift, come out your body. Come out your body for road, make you no wound. No let them wound you. Let's come back again. You see the other one? See me on Ekpa? He did broadcast. He called somebody and tell them, oh yeah, talk about George ONYIBE. That one say, ego aye George ONYIBE koji tuno chimobi ulo. George ONYIBE ripu ego. Chimianuka say, you see, ripu ego. George ONYIBE ripu ego. George ONYIBE ripu ego. Thunder we go fire all of and I never ready. Simionekpa onyohi is broadcasting George ONYIBE. Hey, ONYIBE is evil. ONYIBE is evil. In my response broadcast to that effect, I told you, Chimobi is still in Ogbaru, Anambra. He's a very wealthy man. When Chimobi Okafor, Waka Waka Biafra was shot in Onitsha Head Bridge, that man paid the bill. Chimobi looked like a daughter to him. And then I know of another Chimobi friend who is Ruth Matthew. And with the relationship I see they have with this girl, when I persuaded the IPOB leadership that for some certain reason we need to help this girl's family. She's dead, she's dead. And I said, okay, raise fund, let's do that. I gave out the Chimobi of Okpalu Anambra. I gave out his account number. And the people who paid money, it's either they paid money into that account or they gave that money to that sister. And so I didn't touch any money. And when it was time to renovate Chimobi's their family house, I sent Ruby. He was in charge of procurement. They were updating me. I went to that burial. I came at about 5 p.m. in the evening in Oko. And I stayed there till the next day. I left Oko there. In fact, I slept in Oko, but I left the burying site ground at about maybe 7:30 or 8. Because I want to make sure those who traveled from across Biafra land to come to that burial, all of them got home safely. Mazimefo was standing on Radio Biafra 247, waiting for update. Because for the sacrifice that girl has made, people like that are supposed to be mortalized. But Simeon Ekpa is lying to you. Hey, George ONYIBE Riego, George ONYIBE Riego, Okokosibe wo hero. Okokosibe wo hero. And these are people that will give you Biafra. You don't know you have to avoid certain things. Simeon Ekpa, they give order. I give you order. Sit at home. I give you order. That is how myopic, how naive, how chimpanzeeistic most of you are. Simeon Ekpa, they give you order. I give you order. Sit at home. Atoro, you sit at home. Simeon Ekpa, they give you order. Oh, now get sense. Is your brain okay? First character of false agitators. They lie too much. I can go on and to continue telling you. Tina Sanwo-Olu want to join pipeline security now. He is now condemning the people doing the job currently in Imo. You see anybody monetizing Biafra agitation, run for them. They don't have your interest at heart. Let's review it a little bit. When I come on air and say, please subscribe, follow my YouTube channel, subscribe, follow my Facebook, subscribe, give me like, just give me like, take a coins, give me gold, give me silver. Oh, let's raise fund. They monetize it. My brother, run for your life. Now them. Believe me, I can't do that. I'll feed your ego. You love it very well. You love it. If I wake up in the morning, I stay on the laptop and on the mic. For instance, I begin to sing. It's not a Hamadike now. Chineke o. Hey, there's a Chineke in the atoro. Is that what you want? I will not feed your ego. I will starve your ego. And this will have a defining influence on you. You become a better man and woman. They monetize everything. Somebody won't tell you about freedom. If they tell you, say subscribe. And the more you subscribe, the more you do those things, the more they make money. YouTube pay them, Facebook pay them, every other platform pay them. And you think those people are there for your interest? Now the bone of contention or what moves them is, what do I say so people follow me? I have made a lot of enemy because they say leave on the canoe alone, and I say I'm not. 70% of them have returned. Is God not wonderful? And I'm hoping to make more enemy until the truth is served. Don't you get it? Only 3 people they follow. Only 3 people they follow. But you are not okay. You do not have the capacity to withstand the truth. And so why would I blame you? I keep helping you. I keep nurturing you. I keep bombarding you with the truth. You will be fine. I can assure you that. And you will come back. Somebody was supposedly insulting me on Facebook. Idiot, criminal, this one, that one. And then another person say, ONYIBE, please ignore them. I was like them before until I know the truth. I was the one doing like this and doing like that. I say hallelujah. Hallelujah. The person that is monetizing their platform, tell me, is it the monetization that influences them or your freedom that influences them? Una no get sense. He said, take heed that no man deceive you. Many false prophets will arise. Take heed, O ye Biafra, that no agitation, career freedom fighter deceives you. Yes, we want to take our ESM. We need money. All of you bring money. We are doing fundraising. They begin to print paper like wedding paper. When I look at my cry. Guest speaker Chief Odorodo, assistant guest speaker Chief Onowu. You begin to call as if they are doing a burial ceremony or wedding ceremony. Special guest of honor inside Biafra agitation. No, they will make a letter-headed paper for it, and you will share it at all. Run for them. They will keep you focused. Look at the criminal. All of them are together. Don't let them say, oh, enter Biafra. All of them are the same. That enter Biafra where they go. You don't reach the guy. You go they enter Biafra inside Facebook. You go enter inside Biafra for social media. But for real life, you know they enter inside Biafra. This is a visual reality life. That is what you are living. You don't enter inside Biafra already for Facebook. Can't enter them for grand now. Understand. We can feed your ego. We can make you feel you're good. We can sing your praise. I influence so many music we play in this Biafra restoration project. Check out the music they are playing now. It doesn't have sense. Everywhere. Because nobody to guide them, nobody to see them through. And so if we want to sing your praise, we do it. And I say, come, let's tell you the secret. God is about to give us Biafra. And then I bring one Yahoo. He said, I was in a dream, and Elohua told me, the Kanu will be released, and Biafra will come next week. Hey, 150 days fasting. Where is Nwokiki? Agnes Nwokiki. All of you who know the truth. All of you who profess to be children of God. All of you who put on the clothes of righteousness. And in the end, you are just common ritualists. Feeding on the misery of your people. Pray against me. Fight against me. But don't forget. Ofo no gu. Yakenji chide no no. Mbunono ofo. Yalo gu kenjiri chiri ono le chane. What a shame. If you like, have sense. If you don't like, don't have sense. Enter Biafra. Enter community radio. Go and enter. Subscribe. Dollar money, chop money, judge money. As they pepper. Subscribe. Follow us now. But of course, the third character of these false agitators is that they are very aggressive. They are very aggressive. You know, there is a difference between being loud, if I should use that word, or being aggressive. I'm being loud, I'm not aggressive. Most people think I'm a violent man. I'm not. And when you have access to me, you will be surprised the kind of person that I am. Till tomorrow, people will say, this man don't talk. I was having a conversation with him, and he was saying, you will not even talk. And a brother called me one day, I was laughing. He said, so you they laugh. Now you they laugh. I don't believe say you they laugh. Oh. They say, I'm not aggressive. But I can't be. It's not a crime to be aggressive. After all, the Bible say, be angry, but do not sin. I have the right to be angry. Being angry is not a sin. Jesus, in fact, the first testament of God is anger. The first character of God we know is anger. And then he got angry. He now destroyed the whole world. Everybody gets angry. God gets angry. It's part of our makeup. But he said, be angry, but do not sin. Don't let your anger to remain from morning to night. Because it does a lot of, it's a disease anyway. But it's not a sin. So these fake agitators, they are very aggressive. If you hear now the Kanu, they give aggressive order. All of you rat in the cage, bushes in the cage, animal and monkey in UK, idiot all of you, your papa, your mama, hopeless people. That time he say mature man, no. Hey, Chineke, it's okay, we are sorry, sir. Oh, forgive us, sir. All those harassment is to intimidate. They take away your will, God-given will. They make you a moron. Some of you cannot come out and say this thing is wrong. We noticed it. Why? Because you think Arochukwu will kill you. They harass you with Arochukwu. You think Arochukwu he does not have conscience? You think the oath we took did not have conscience? We've stood between life and death. Our case was reviewed, cross-examined. We were discharged and acquitted. And now you get the point. They harass you. When I left IPOB, I moved on Radio Biafra Extra, which was my platform name right from time. Now they cannot come out. Anybody I see answering any name Biafra, I will kill you, I will challenge you, I will do you this, I will do you that. And I registered Radio Biafra. Of course, Solomon Ibu have complicated all those rubbish. He will answer for it when the time will come. Solomon, sue me Koto that I'm threatening you, idiot criminals. You will not run away from your evil. My brother, daddy, I don't see your post again. Be deceiving yourself. Those of you deceiving yourself. They are very aggressive. I released only one Nandekano audio. When he told me, stop this Arochukwu issue, I said, no. Director, you gave this instruction. It doesn't mean there is a cross section of Biafra you want to give this oath. Is it not to protect Biafra? Why should we stop it? He said, don't give Shabbat people. They are prayer people. I said, as a reverend, what am I? Ask China Sanworu. As a reverend now, what am I? A singer? He said, okay, go ahead, but be doing it small. Why go do it small? Why will you create double standard for the same organization? And then your sister will be police and others begin, they go back, they carry them, they go Igwe Kala. You change Aruchuku. And I begin to lament, why are you people giving us two oaths? Because some Igbos are meant to kill another Igbo, and Aruchuku will not kill them. Because some Igbo went to original Aruchuku, and some Igbo went to the fake one. Why are you creating double standard? But when he got my message, he said, George, I don't know what is wrong with you. It is like the more I talk to you, the more you're becoming other. The day I will hear you, or you talk of Aruchuku, you talk on it again, I will do with you, just broadcast and get out there. That will fire. If I swear for your dead parents, it will affect you. That is what Nandekan is telling me. Do your broadcast and get out from here. If I hear you talk on Aruchuku again, what I will do to you, I will talk about Aruchuku. I will talk about things you are not even yet ready for. You are looking for Biafra. Now somebody says, how are we going to get Biafra? Let me tell you, the people working for restoration of Biafra, they are not making noise. They are doing what they are supposed to do. And I pray for them tonight. May God give them the grace and the enablement to be able to complete their tasks and their mission. There is no war here. Nobody is fighting anybody here. We just want to go home. This issue must be revisited. This issue must be deliberated on. This issue must be discussed. And then we'll have our verdict. And so when you see any agitator manifesting these three characters I have mentioned, my brother, run for your life. They are in no way fighting for your freedom. Look at the one in South Africa. He will come. He said, I will tell you, what is his name, Self? Aggressive morons everywhere. You are in diaspora, we dey talk of Biafra, they tell us you're formidable. Come for Biafra land, come do formidable. Do it 1 week, where you do and finish, we come out cap for you. We left IPOB. Or rather, I was expelled from IPOB. What you see every day is, if you make PIM, we will kill you, we will shoot you, we will do this one, we will do that one, we will do like this. Now me? We've given it up already even before now. But what's the essence of repeating yourself? Where are those your threats? Very unfortunate. In conclusion this evening, when these three characters are evidence in the life of any of your leader, just know they are not genuine. You have to run for your life. You really need to run for your life. As we continue to sojourn, as we continue to agitate, as we continue to fight to see that Biafra is restored, watch out for the manifestation of these very characters. Watch out for those characters, because
the land of rising sun, where milk and honey are flowing.
Why did you erase the bite of Biafra from the map of Nigeria? Nobody has a right to erase the name, bite of Biafra from the map. Put it back on the map. You have no right to put it back on the map.
Country people, as we prepare for the 2023 general election for inside Biafra land, I won't make you know say bite of Biafra go return back to the world map. But how this one go take happen? It means say you and I will go put hand together, make we go Colombia our voters card, also known as PVC, for effective and peaceful governance for inside Biafra. This message now from Biafra de facto customary government.
Yes, of course, as registration is still ongoing, don't let anybody deceive you. Make sure you get your PVC. That is the first step to go. Make sure you get your PVC. We are not asking you to vote for anybody. You will be given further instruction on what to do. We need to be free. We need to be liberated. and it is sure. At this moment, our studio lines are open. Direct line is 081-221-52971. 081-221-52971 is our direct line. I repeat again, 081-221-52971 is our direct line. And of course, the WhatsApp line is 07081545642. 07081545642. If you are not able to call this number, or you can access any of my social media private platform, you're free to call in and make your contribution. But outside that, in no time we will be winding up. Do not forget, the reason we are here is to first of all make amends, renovate everything regarding the structure that has been damaged, because Nnamdi Kanu made sure they completely destroyed the Biafra restoration project. Thank God for noble men and women who stood by and said, we will not allow this project to see corruption under our watch, and they are doing the best they can, and you are highly appreciated, all of you. The lines are open, like I said, and you're free to make your contribution. We've just begun, and be rest assured we are not in a hurry. When we are done sanitizing the Biafra altar, and then we shall move ahead to unveil the agenda and every other things that we need to do in order for us to get home. And of course, we need to get home on time. This is still Radio Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio. And don't forget, we are on FM 100.5 in Anambra, some areas, and of course some area in River State. You can get us on FM. We are on Simple Radio, we are on app, we are on satellite, and of course other platforms will be coming. But of course the target at this moment is to ensure that we have our relay station mounted in every nook and cranny of Biafra land, and so we can actually update our people information regarding what is going on. Don't let anybody deceive you. Biafra restoration is possible. Biafra restoration is possible. It is achievable, and we will surely get there. The point is, are you ready? Don't stand by and be a spectator. Look for a pro-Biafran group and join. Understand what they represent. Try to find out what they are fighting for, and make sure you are not left out, because somewhere, somehow, all of us will have to fight to defend our land. A lot of things are going on. We're not talking about them, because we have talked enough, and whether we talk about it or not, these people are still furthering with their agenda, and so somebody needs to do something. And before you do something, who gave you the right to do what you want to do? And if you must do, who will give you the necessary support? And that is when Jesus said, how would they go? How would they go except someone send them? And who will send them? If we send them, who will go? You see, it's quite complicated anyway. Yes, a caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Caller.
Yes, I'm hearing you, Dr. Good evening, sir.
My administrator, you are welcome to the program. Good evening from here.
Okay. My name remains Mazir Onkwemwande, speaking from Biafra land. I just want to make a quick contribution towards your presentation this evening. First of all, I greet every Biafra all over the world, and friends of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world. I say, may people bless us wherever we are and protect us, give us long life and prosperity in His mighty holy name. We say, This evening, I say that you say that Nnamdi Kanu compromise in some certain quarter or to an extent or to a level. I personally do not agree with that because I have cross-checked what has happened in IPOB from the day I joined to today, from the day I left, and what I had that took place before I joined later on, because after I left IPOB, I started hearing so many stories with evidence, not stories by mouth. To today, Nnamdi Kanu never took oath to defend Biafra. He only pushed us to take oath. We went to Arochukwu. He didn't go there. We went to Ibekala. He didn't go there. But when we went to Ibekala, we were preached that he does not know about the other one. The first one we went to, the Binapa that we went to, that the original place is the Ibekala synagogue. But he is working with those that took us to that till today. And the complaint went to him that, okay, these people did not take these people where he wanted them to go. But he hid everything.
That is a lie. That is Nnamdi Kanu is lying. Sorry for interrupting you. In my own instance, Nnamdi Kanu, as always, I've been running around. I've been on walking tour for almost 3 weeks. I went to Enugu, we had a meeting. From there I went to Anambra, we had a meeting. I moved to Imo State, we had a meeting. And then I went to Delta State in Warri, we had a meeting. On my way going back to check on my family, Nnamdi Kanu called me. He has been always calling me. Have you been to Arochukwu? I said no. He said no, it's very important. I said, but Oga, you send me message now. He said, okay. Once you get to your base, make sure you go to Arochukwu. Very important, very important. So I have to cancel my last trip and I moved back to my base. And I called Enemy and Bright, both of them former original volunteer. And I said, Nnamdi Kanu say people are to take me to Arochukwu. Are you telling me Justice don't know Arochukwu again? Are you telling me Bright, Iguacha CSO don't know Arochukwu again? They chartered the vehicle, the first time IPOB chartered vehicle for me, so that I will not hide in the crowd, because we were over 4,000 that day. They took all of us to that shrine by the riverside. But while the crowd was waiting by that riverside, Justice and Bright used a motorcycle to carry me to another shrine. Nnamdi Kanu don't know. So are you telling me Justice gave me the oath? Or is Bright? When I said Nnamdi Kanu compromise, what I actually meant is that he was hiding some of them. Now he's not hiding it, because like you rightly said, from inception, he did not have the interest of our people. Exactly. He have his target, but at least he was pretending. That was fair enough. Yeah. But towards the end, no more pretending. Go ahead, and sorry for interrupting you, my brother.
There's no problem. So just like what you said, we all went there. We are more than up to 4,000 or thereabout, because we chartered almost 4 to 5, 6, or 8 on getting there. So, but that is not the problem, by the way. But what I want us to understand is that just like you presented this evening, the 3 characteristics of the fake freedom fighters. Those 3 characteristics of fake freedom fighters manifest in the body and language and movement and everything about Nnamdi Kanu. He lied to us. He made us to believe that he was sent by God. He made us to believe that he has he does not have any other business than to restore Biafra. He made us to believe that Biafra must come before 2020, 2015 or whatever. He keep lying to us. He keep promoting lie. He keep, I don't know the adjective I can use to qualify that guy and his agenda. Many people, my highest annoyance is the people that die on the process. I didn't think that nobody died. That's no problem. Because as you are looking at me, as I'm speaking to you, I hate to involve in anything that takes human life. I don't like it at all. Doesn't benefit me. Even I cannot make works with human blood. I can't do it. Because so now, look at the situation, look at the tape you played, where he says that he has no other place than Biafra land or grave. First, Nnamdi Kanu started in abroad. He came back here, he moved out, he came back here, he moved out. No freedom fighter can achieve anything without having a base. You don't base here, you don't base the other place, you don't base the other place. Your children is somewhere, you have the other place. Before you could know you have sneaked to another place. It's not a genuine freedom fighter. That is number one. Number two, I used to tell our people, immediately somebody is fighting, all of a sudden he went into hiding. That is, the battle is off. Now they knew that he cannot face Nigerian government. He went to inaugurate BSS in his father's house. He mounted guard honor with his father, taking salute. That was what prompted the Operation Python dance, because after that inauguration, it did not take up to a week that Operation Python dance took place. And he knew that he sneaked out, but he was giving order for people to come and guide empty house. I was one of the people that could have died there. When I discovered that nobody is there, I have to order the people that went to that place with me that we must leave. As we are leaving, somebody brought a message, said that we must go back, that a mother will come and address us. I told everybody that went there with me, if you step out of this vehicle, don't complain that I leave you this place. Because it's quite unfortunate that that guy and his family sneak out and he wants us to come and die there. So that is, by the way. Now look at the whole thing he has been talking. You see him today telling you, Biafra, we are fighting is for peace. We are not picking out. We are non-violent. The other day he will tell you, we must get Biafra by fire. Nigeria will look like Somalia in order to get Biafra. Which one do we follow? Or which one do we leave? That is exactly the characteristics of fake freedom fighters. Those who want something, who will like to tell you something that you will like, so that you will like them or you support them or you give them money. The truth is always bitter. And the truth is that all those things you see him doing, going up and down, doing all those things, he has never moved an inch step for original restoration of Biafra. He was using us to play gambling, to get money, to be moving around every country that he wants to go to, doing whatever he likes, sleeping with how many women he likes, doing everything at his disposal. And our people, I can't blame them. The situation of Nigeria does not augur well for everybody. We need freedom. We rush to him, feeling that he's speaking the truth or he is serious about the freedom. And look at what he did before he finally come out. He first of all destroyed the Wazirike. Nnamdi Kanu used almost 5 to 6 years to talk about the Wazirike's criminality. But today, he is still using the same formation of Wazirike. I said it before. Started from Wazirike. sit at home started from him. Election boycott started from him, but those days, that 2006, he boycotted census. It's all boycott. Picking arms started from him. You know, there was a time they were even challenging the army here and there, blocking so many places, causing problem here and there. You know, this is the same formation this guy is using. You know, but the issue is that the problem we have now is how to make our people to see the truth and know that they are going in the wrong direction as long as Nnamdi Kanu and his freedom fighting project is confined. Okay, look at now. Nnamdi Kanu has been arrested after boasting that he is coming down to lead the war in front. He was picked up like English chicken from wherever they get him. Any day you see a commander or a leader fighting on the process he went to hiding, there is problem, and he is arrested. That is the end. Check all the world leaders. Let me not go too deep. Look at Saddam Hussein. He battled with America. All of a sudden, he went into hiding. That is how his government fell before he arrested. Look at Muammar Gaddafi. Look at Idi Amin of Uganda. Look at Adolf Hitler. Just like this one Putin is doing now. If you see Putin go into hiding, that is the end of immediately he enter plane and travel. That is the end of the battle. And he traveled because things is getting out of hand. He traveled because he wants to save the remaining people. He didn't continue, he didn't go about deceiving people, this and that. We are coming, America is coming, Britain is coming, this and that. You look at the situation of things, you know very well that we cannot continue with the battle in order to save the remaining people of Biafra. Even that travel he made, that exercise he went, it was on force. His PDP from another director forced him to leave instead of him to be arrested or killed. It's better he go to exile. And look at the example of that man. He did not boast that he has ally with any country that is not, he doesn't have ally with. At least the 5 countries that he told us that recognizes Biafra is true. He first went to Gabon before going to Côte d'Ivoire to seek asylum, and those things is true. You know, that is the real freedom fighting business in a human being. What Nnamdi Kanu is doing is just 419 freedom fighting. He has no agenda, and he's not ready to follow any agenda. He's not ready to look at any idea. He's not ready to adopt any idea or agenda in order to achieve what he said that he's looking for. Nnamdi Kanu from A to Z is talk about. The only problem we have is Nigerian state has been very bad to everybody. That makes everybody to be running helter-skelter looking for solution. So my people, let me not go too far in this evening conversation or presentation of our leader of our ONYIBE. I continue to urge you people to come out of IPOB. There is no hope, and there is no living in IPOB. Look at what they did yesterday, parading a child army. Are you parading that boy so that the world will clap for you, or will behave you, or will be afraid of you, or whatever? Or Nigeria will be running out, hey, they have army, this and that. How many are there in that bush? They are not all to one battalion. Why are they boasting? They are in the bush. They are not even in a living place or in a barrack where army is supposed to be. So this is exactly what we have been talking about. We cannot get our freedom through banditry or terrorism. This time around, there has been a procedure by UN that we must follow to get our freedom. All we need is to come together, form a government that will take care of everything, both outside and inside. Go for alliance or from one nation to other, from inside or outside, to get our people together. That is why we keep telling you, join one of the pro-Biafran group. And before you join, look at their manifest, look at what they are intending to do, look at their movement, look at their words. Check whether they will tell you A today, tomorrow they will tell you B. If you see them changing their words, run for your dear life. Look for people that have one word, tomorrow that word, the other day that word, the other day. Even if it takes us long to get freedom, we will have no problem. So far we save lives, because you cannot get freedom for dead people. You are getting freedom for people that is living. So I applaud you once more again to join the Biafra Nation Alliance. Come into the Biafra Nation Alliance. If you are in Biafra land here, and you are looking for a way to connect, call any of these numbers that our broadcasters has been using, both Ogene and ONYIBE. Call them, they will give you a proper direction on how you can be part of what we are doing. And the Biafra Nation Alliance is also affiliated to Biafra Department of Customary Government that is overseeing the activities of almost all the pro-Biafran group, including Linux. They are still looking at and working hand in hand with Linux and everything. They are not rejecting everybody. If you see any freedom fighter who come and tell you that his fellow freedom fighter is evil without giving you enough evidence that prove that that guy is evil, don't go there anytime. He's looking for somebody to destroy. Just, I will stop here for this evening. I say may God bless you for your wonderful presentation. Almost every day you come online, it has been very, very wonderful. In short, I don't know. I always think that God really create you in our midst because of this freedom. I say may God bless you and your children, give you long life and prosperity in His mighty holy name. He said, I will drop here for now. Thank you, sir.
And the same with you, my brother. And of course, that is the voice of ONYIBE, of those who understand the need why we must stand to defend our people. Of course, it is not the job of one man. And anybody tell you he's going to do it, they lie. But it has to take all of us to save all of us. The journey has already begun, and don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Our lines are still open. If you have the privilege, you are free to call in and make your contribution. But in the absence of that, we will be winding down. Do not forget, without the restoration of Biafra, this very life as we know today as a people is taken from us already. A lot of plans have been executed, initiated, process are on high gears. And you see this very enemy, they do not have any intention to retreat nor to surrender. They said they will push the Quran very deep till it gets into the Atlantic Ocean. And they mean what they said. Can you hear me? Caller on the line, can you hear me? Caller on the line. Can you hear me? Hello? Good evening from here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Go ahead, please. The world is listening.
Okay. Good evening, sir, from here.
You are welcome.
I said good morning, good afternoon, good night, depending on your time to all our good men and women over there, the lovers of freedom worldwide. Really, this night, my network had been disturbing, so I could not actually follow up what was going on. But based on what our brother just contributed now, and when I saw the topic, the three characteristics of a freedom agitator or something of that nature, I was not there when you explained it, but I will just contribute based on my own understanding. Just like as our brother Omukwe said, he himself has told us some of the things that are not the good characters of a good agitator. Now myself, I may just say some few things that's supposed to be the right attitude of a good agitator. For instance, like as our daddy will always say, there are three things we're supposed to have as good quality of a leader. You must be truthful. When you tell yourself the truth, that yes, this thing I'm going to do is what I want, and as I say it, that's how we stand. That's supposed to be the first part. Telling yourself the truth and saying the truth and standing by it. Not being a lizard that will sheet of white and of black at the same time. Then be persistent with that thing you said. Then being humble, according by our very deed. I can translate it into another form of English. Like when you are persistent, you will also be responsible and also be accountable. All these things are the qualities somebody being a good leader or agitator supposed to have. But all these things in the prima side is equal to zero. It is not possible. If it is the time that he will say truth from his mouth, he can come maybe down it's after 9 in Biafra land. He will come to you and tell you good morning. Tell you anyway, good afternoon, sir. Just to make sure that he did not tell you the truth. And before he will tell you that good afternoon, sir, or good morning, sir, he will paint it and arrange it in the form that if you see yourself is not there with this watch, you will believe that it's just that time you woke up from sleep, or that yes, it's afternoon, you are looking for how to go and take your lunch, knowing that it's night already. Now, he will code lies. To replace it with pride, and then we stand it before you with that thing that is true. This boils down the way all our youth were to many of them they had what they were doing before all of them stopped doing that work and rushed into this talk of thinking that yes, tomorrow Biafra is coming, that he kept us telling us. If he fails to come 2014, if he fails to come 2015, then everything in his father's land house will be destroyed. We didn't know that all those things he was saying then is what he wants to do to Igbo people. Everything in Nigeria will be burnt down. Everything in Igbo land will be destroyed. We didn't know that he really meant that he came to destroy Igbo people. Now, in the same way, if Biafra did not come 2020, we will know Elohim did not send him. Now we have known what is this. Many people, if I tell you how people have arranged themselves the way they dance on the streets of Biafra on December 2020, you will not believe it. Believe me. Many people today, because of that, many people have run away from their house today till tomorrow. Nobody knows where they are. Because the shame could not allow them to come out again based on all the atrocities some of them have committed, hoping that tomorrow Biafra is coming for them to become minister and some of them to become a chief security officer of their country. All these things. There's nothing, no lies we were not told. We were told that there's credit card that will be given to us immediately when Biafra comes. All of us will be built to place, and the dealer coordinator. That's why many of them started killing themselves, working against each other because they will be giving and they will be giving visit using to turn the whole world around. Any supermarket you enter, when you present that and whatever you want to, you go back and go, you will just pay. All these things were just barbers. And talking of accountability, and many of them in the upper chamber there ever give an account of 1 naira they collected. It's only some of us that were privileged to be collecting money then and send it to them that can give account of the money collected from our different states. And if you should put all those things together, you will not know how this guy started swinging millions of the blood money of our people. Somebody that came from a warrant chief house that claimed to be a prince without knowing that they are sons and daughters of nobody. And still all of us. I don't know the kind of that we took the grace of our people. And to thank God today, there are some that have liberated themselves from that occultic kingdom. Also, he recruited his business. He went ahead to recruit people that he thought that join hands together with him to continue studying. We didn't know that some of them have learned the standards from them and putting things together. I was told by somebody I was discussing this week that the person emphatically made it clear that he was the one that came to submit himself to Nigerian government to get them tracked. Fine and good. But in that kind of submission and the staff is tracking in the Nigerian government, his body will tell him at least he has eaten this enough. Plus or minus whether he submitted himself or he did not submit himself. What I know is that he's in DSS dungeon. And that journey he started with into our ancestors and the Chico Kika Dama that is in heaven. He's seen everything and he knows who design the plane, knows the hand is dead. Even if he thinks that is we are matching with margin to succeed. And then we are breaking in. This time we are breaking in is God himself. We were told that he created human beings from dust and the sand. They were like log of wood on the ground. When he breathed a breath of life into them and they stood up and became a living soul. So God. And it's not saying that God himself will allow this thing to continue. God is going to the thing that will backfire back on his head. If you go to social media today, just like my brother Uncle said, the third week travel when they will bring out a child of 9 years and command him to shoot the world with clapping hands for them and all the people in that land will start shaking, defecating wherever they are, that they have arrived. They didn't know that they shoot themselves on the leg. So tell you that they are not smart enough. They don't believe the rules and regulations that is attached to the security of a thing they claim they are doing. So as Uncle said, you are having that you are still in the bullshit now. Why would you come outside and confront what is confronting you? They are crying that Nigerian troop is doing this and that. What are you doing into the bush? Is it the bush you are supposed to fight the battle? Come and meet them head on. So that we push some of them away from our land. All soldiers should leave that land from one room that a woman gave to him. Something else talking rubbish. What is the place he came back from? So he's going to finish. He's exactly something up and down like Janga Rover, thinking that he has arrived. Today, one post from one pole to the checkpoint, from one pole to the other checkpoint, and they are doing this thing to be wickeding those at the home because they felt that they are there, nothing is happening to them. So there is none of the character of any good leader or good agitator that you will find from these people. whatever good that's supposed to come from them is always the opposite. So I thank God for those of you that stood your ground to continue educating us in when our brain has been locked up somewhere started opening. I'm very much happy that the teaching is happy, it's working. It's not working, but it's working because when people started hearing, they will start reasoning. Some of them that are in the bush, some of them are here, what is not everything, not everything is the bush. That's why things on the country that is not everything was the ocean. Things are happening, and no things are trying to come. So, they don't have any good thing that something to qualify these people. They are just to serve as regards to leadership or finishing truthfulness. And secondly, his second, he is one that talks Saya Mohammed has to be lying. That wasn't anything good. Belongs to devil, life belongs to devil. And so teaching all his people on how to lie. They lie, even lying with the ordinary greeting. Otherwise, why is it that capable and matured men and women will be living their life in deceit? You know very well, very much well that this thing you are saying is lie. You will just get up and concoct something and start writing. They themselves did this video and showcase this small boy trying to show how good they are. Then at the end, now they started seeing the reactions from the public. They are now coming up to concoct another story and they start denying it. What makes them man enough, if that indicates that you are a man enough, is when you are taking your responsibility and giving the account of what you did. When you are able to say how you overcome, you have gone from, you have seen it, and this is how you overcome it. You will perform an action from which you come out and perform an action, and you run back the following day. You come out to ask who performed this action. If you really what you claim you are, you do stand your 2 feet and claim the responsibility and give the account of how you did it. Who are you denying it now to? If you are not the one that's doing it, how many ESM do you people have? Then the particular person is doing it. Doing Photoshop, is your leader is in DS dungeon. Which means that you people have learned to do it from him, that all those things they are doing, creating the ear of Bukhari, creating the hood on the neck, showing us what did they call it? These lines on the pants of a human being in our language. Not this is different hands of Bukhari, Jubilee, and El Sudani, and Yusuf Mohammed from one mouth. All this rubbish he was doing at the and they are so any time that I punk people want to blackmail somebody or they lie against you, mind you that that's what they want to do. If it's the action they have not executed, first of all blackmail somebody else about it and lie with somebody's name about it before they will start showcasing. Or if Panavent is this small boy get now the thing is backfired. Something else and start showcasing it. They don't know that in the field they know. That bed they feel that they catch the chicks. That some people hold the mother chick. I don't know, this is it's not very focus before that you continue to be doing. My prayer and my appeal to that at the it has been to the level that then we respect that place are classes because there's no road there. They have gotten to the end of the road. Any day, no end of that story that you people used to cover up the evil you have already committed. You are years and years of. If another one exists that is committing a sin, it has to tell them as what not to see. After you start writing, immediately that people are arrested. Their body, is it by sleep we did it? Is food like they did it inform that every coordinator of this force is concerned. First and that we are taking food and using it food that is many of our brain are liberated, continue liberating everybody. People we are talking about, I don't know. They have never even said anything that is true. Know that they are lying. It's not lying. It's the ones that called and some of them today are saying Elohim sent them, God sent them. Because when they say it is not that that destroyed anything, God. The era of that has passed. There is no any rubbish people will talk against, people will talk or listen to you. Don't you go to social media and see what people are writing? Even when you people write down your rubbish, you see that will be there. Was it like that before? So you better come down from that and I apologize to the whole Biafran. So that all you all those Jews and all those different places. The one that be back on your head and it is let me just continue talking because tomorrow more and more of the things will still be coming out. So no responsibility in their hands, accountability on their hands, to them out of it to women to evil. Another number one is part and parcel of the evil. Start speaking up. Now you still relax where you are, showing yourself to another people, and you people are going to use another person's song to come and showcase for.
That should be a bit of a network challenge, and I think I have lost her. That notwithstanding, I thank you, Agwanye, for your contribution this evening, and of course our brother Nwanze. It is about knowing the truth. It is about engaging this evil. It is about cleaning the altar of the Biafran Restoration Project. It is the moment of execution. Are you truly ready? There is nothing like sweeping under the carpet. Everything hidden must be laid bare for all to see. On this note, I will be signing off from here. If you are a genuine Biafran and you see any agitator manifesting any of this character on their platform, my brother and them, run for your life. I sign off from here this evening. apology to those of you. I may not be able to take their call at this moment. I think I have somebody on the line. Let's see if I can be able to do that. That is our daddy in the Lord. Can you hear me, sir? Daddy in the Lord. And good evening from here. Can you hear me?
Yes. Good afternoon from here, my Reverend.
You're welcome to the program, sir. There was, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me. We're going on here. This gospel must continue. It doesn't matter. We are playing our own role that heavens may bear us witness that we did not keep quiet when evil was in the land. And the Igbo people said that na okenya dan ono ewu amwana obole. And we must continue to preach this gospel. I know that for now we have limitations as far as where the areas where people are listening, but by God's grace, as time goes on, we'll be able to expand this program to reaching our people who need this message. Because the scripture says that faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. This is your brother Obidio for the interest of the listeners. I am calling you from Los Angeles. I am from Oba. Oba, it's in Onitsha province. And once again, my Reverend, thank you very much for having me. I want to appreciate my sister, ONYIBE. Even though I have to strain my ears to hear some of the things that she's saying, I want to thank her for her effort, and also my brother, ONYIBE. And because of the spirit in you, whenever you come out here, you always deliver. There's no question about what all that you have provided this evening. And I'm joining them, taking the same part this afternoon from here to contribute to this program this afternoon. By the way, I don't know if I heard ONYIBE very well, saying that he needs to come out and apologize. I'm not sure, my Reverend, did she say that? My Reverend, is that what ONYIBE said, or are you?
No, I didn't get that area clearly.
Okay,
but
because I don't even know what is apology at this time. It's not gonna his apology cannot bring back a lot of illustrious sons and daughters of Biafra land who has been killed over these few months. It cannot bring out some of them who were killed and eaten. So I hope we understand that there's no amount of apology that will, that will set him free from the evil that he has started in the land. He must pay for all this evil. And not just him, all the cohorts who are now taking advantage. They refuse to listen. They're creating factions, raising money here and there, because they think that it is time for them to get in, and they continue to deceive more people and take proceeds from using the name of Ebeliman, the Leviathan of our time. None of them will escape the judgment. None of them will go free. It doesn't matter the apology, because they are consciously or rather conscientiously supporting this evil, inviting evil in the land, inciting violence, and continue to kill our people because of few dollars here and there. So the apology don't make sense. They can decide to stop and find somewhere and hide so that we don't see them any longer. There may be a condition. Some of them can stop and hand themselves over to mental health so that people will understand that they have psychiatric disorders. That's why they lack insight or ability to understand this clear-cut evil that is happening in the land. May be an option, but as far as I'm concerned, the apology wouldn't make any difference unless they are apologizing with their true heart and bury themselves in shame. So that's my stand on that. I'm not God. I cannot possibly arrogate myself the authorities to forgive sins. They apologize or not. All I know that people, evildoers, as it's written, will not go unpunished. And that is the word of God. Thanks be to God. Now, I want to contribute on your topic this evening because sometimes, personally, I don't pay attention most of the time. I just come in and flow with the discussion. But I want to respond to the topic of this evening about the 3 characteristics of a false agitator. And I come up with one. Number one is that these false agitators are men pleasers. They like to please men. They preach more to please the ear than to profit the heart. If you look at what is happening today, there's nothing else they're doing but this same thing that I just said. They are preaching to please the ear. As you can see, all of them who are still supporting this evil, if you go to their Facebook platforms right now, the tone with which they bring out their messages is different from how they talk on a normal setting. You see them, just like you're here. Your voice has not changed one day when you are putting out this information. But when you go to their platform now, you will see them change their tone of voice, make themselves Lord, because that's what they was taught by their leader. Now you see Nigeria, we are going to do something different this afternoon. It must be this afternoon, and I can tell you we are going to do something this afternoon and make sure. And then you are looking at these fools. If I sound different, I need to be corrected. But this is what they do. And for whatever reason, a lot of our people are dancing and believing them. That's exactly what Nnamdi Kanu did of our time and the Leviathan did. Change his voice to make his voice the Lord's voice, like Herod. And I warned him. I told him, remember Herod. who was speaking, and they say he speaks like Lord. Instead, Herod will call the attention of the people that says that he's speaking like the Lord to tell them, no, no, I'm not God. Oh. He continued to show off. And what was his punishment? My God. The same will apply to Ebeliman and the Kano, the Leviathan, and all his cohorts in the name of our Lord Yeshua. Now listen to the clip you played. Is there any difference from what I'm saying? Things that will make hearts, men's hearts, to glory. When he's saying all those things, we thought he was saying the truth. That he has nothing to do with this group of people that will never walk with you. He has nothing to do with the politicians. Do we know that behind a politician placed his family on a payroll? Do we know that Rochas Okorocha was paying them, even as we are out here calling him Okoro Hausa? None of them has challenged what he said. And no wonder Imo was the calmest state in Biafra land. Sometimes we'll be wondering, how come there are people in Imo State that are not part of what we're doing? Do we know that Richard Okorocha paid them off, quiet everything down? Today, we now know what has been happening. He comes here to boast and to say things in Nigeria will be destroyed in the year coming down if they don't let the Biafrans go. And everybody is clapping for him. Foolishly, nobody asks questions. How will Nigeria be destroyed? Nigeria will go into flames in 2013. At the end of 2013. That's the end of the amalgamation. 100 years is over. Did Nigeria go down? For where? But it's pleasant to the hearing of men. And for whatever reason, after 2013, nothing went down. It went to 2014. Into the lunatic, thinking that he has an extraordinary plan to accomplish what he said he's going to do. They teach what man hears or what man likes. Do you see people come here sometimes? They you have only 21 viewers, you have 30. To tell you that you're not doing the right thing. But I can tell you by tomorrow, we watch the viewers. We watch people who are listening, both the ones that are listening from the app. But somebody will come and tell you, oh, you don't have 500 or 1 million viewers at the time you are making broadcast. Because what we are teaching here is not meant for fools. What we are teaching here is quality. That's why a lot of fools come here and they don't understand it. Because they believe that what you call back. And I have said it before as a reminder, because I'm not the person that said it already. It's scriptural. That narrow is the path that leads to the kingdom of God. But broad is the path that leads to destruction. That's why people are enjoying all this drama. You see, the one they put out the other day, that actually got them, everybody reacting. And that's why they are saying, oh, it's the DSS that is setting them up. The DSS The same T-shirt they always wear that I have been crying from day one that these people don't even have body, body armor, and they're claiming they are fighters. The same young chap was put out there without body armor, with the same T-shirt. Anybody that remembers when Benima launched his ESN, go check that style of T-shirt. It's the same thing. So they cannot lie. They cannot deny that that's not their handwork. They cannot tell me that the DSS will come and go to the bush to make pictures of that to deceiving our people. Do they really? Does the DSS have time like that? I don't think so. The launching of the choreographed ESN was the same thing. Even after people will talk, what people like to hear, oh, he has 2 million army, and they are there in their bushes to protect their mothers from being raped by the Fulani oligarchy or Fulani Almajiri. But Igbo people said, he came and launched that, and people were a lot of clowns in the United States, including the World Igbo Congress, thought that they have arrived, and they threw their power behind him, overnight. Even when in 2015 they didn't want to hear nothing about freedom, but 2020. They came out to run over everybody. Okay? So these false agitators, false teachers, they fall in that category. They like to teach what the ear likes and not what saves the heart of the soul. Where have we gone with all these things other than mayhem, other than homes being burnt in our own land at this year and age? People are coming and destroying homes and setting fires everywhere. Barbarians. People are eating human beings. The second one that I want to bring in is that these kind of agitators, the false agitators, always throw dirt on good people. They always the one to attack and curse out people and say you are jealous about them. You can't do what they're doing. Therefore, you are no match to them. They curse out people. We saw that with Chief reigniting the agitation for the restoration of Biafra. And he was made nobody because of the radio he paid for. During his time as the head of the Masob, I understand he was paying most of the people in diaspora to make sure that they go to where they need to go to press the right button. And some of the people that in our land that saw what he was doing, nobody supported him. A few people supported him. And he got to where he went to. He thought that, okay, this is not going to happen. He has to slow it down. But I can tell you, this clown, this evil man, this Leviathan had refused to stop. Even when people are crying out that what you are doing is no longer work, what you are doing is not what we planned. He insisting on blackmailing everybody, threatening everybody, robbing you of your money, and killing you. That's what he decided. We are going to take your money from you. We are going to blackmail you. And if you say anything, we are going to kill you. That's where we ended. Okay. So this is the kind of man. He throws dirt everywhere. Ohaneze is not a good. It's not good. Asada Dokobo is not good. I was watching our chairman this morning talking about how he appreciated when Chief Ralph Wazirike started their agitation. How he came to Port Harcourt, they all welcomed him, and everybody liked what he was doing. And I know that since I've known him, he has continued to identify himself as a Biafran. He has continued to do what he has to do as a Biafran. This is the reason he even made himself available to help the indigenous people of Biafra when he thought that we are serious. But what did he get? He got boo. He got boo. This criminal alleged that they gave him 20 million. Everything. He throws that. Oh, he's a criminal. Are you bunker or whatever, pipe guy that's not going to get up here? I thought you all know. What can man no along with? I remember when I started the was personally telling Chief Ralph Wazirike to stop, let all of us fold together into this. Because this guy has raised the mobilization is to the level where we need to get what we need to do. The awareness has been created. And he was saying this not because of anything. It's because he's a Biafran. But guess what? Mud was thrown to him and insults were rained, allegations, blackmail of all sorts. Am I going to talk about Tony Nadi on his own side and everything he's doing? He has not encroached in what we're doing, but he's being blackmailed. A fire career, this and that. He's the only one that knows everything. Nyamwado was on the other end walking, doing something to see if there's going to be an alliance between the Yorubas and the Biafrans. That he is the saboteur. His father is also a saboteur. His father bought a 911 with the money they offered him after the war. Where would he have gotten such money? That's what we heard. Okay? So this guy threw him out, and you'll be wondering, and Igbo people I know, Igbo is a cause, according to criminal. And I'm wondering, the same Igbo that is supporting him today, can't you tell that you are truly a cause if you are supporting him today? Can't you really see that? Every avenue he messed up. People who are supposed to be approached gently underground to see how they can help, he cussed them out on the radio. He basically denigrated them. That if anybody have an interest, they will say no, they are not going to help these people. Let them do their worst. So that's number two. And I hope you allow me this time to finish up with my number three. There are other characteristics.
Of course.
But I'm just pulling out these three. So the third one is that these type of individuals are driven by their own hurts and hearts. Narcissistic personality disorder. It's all about them that matters. No one else. It's them. If it's not them, you can go to hell. Everything is down. That's why he will come on the radio and teach you, say a good thing. Anybody that has anything to contribute to this, to make this thing better, we will consider that. And then when people bring good things to make it better, you become a saboteur. You become a saboteur. This is the reason he is the only one who knows three things. He doesn't take advice from nobody. I remember one accomplished man, a renowned engineer here, and a professor in the school, that saw what we were doing, and he called and made a substantial amount of donation. And he also called to say that where we are in this struggle is supposed to have somebody that is speaking from us, for us, not a more powerful. That is going to be somebody that is going to be mediating between us and the government of Nigeria. Because the agitation is designated to correct some things. And I call the clown, pass this information. It's nothing. To get somebody that is in between us, to be mediating between the governments, he's not going to do it, because never a time he's agitating for a good reason, but he has a criminal intent. That's why he goes to every meeting with nobody going with him. And he comes back. I heard what you are playing. I had an important meeting tomorrow. You remember that I asked him, who is going this meeting with you? He comes to the radio. We have the so-called DOS. The DOS doesn't know when he makes the decision. Nobody knows when he does anything. He comes on the radio and announces. And then you call him twice and say that this is not right. He said he had, but he will not take the correction. So this is the characteristics, attribute of a false agitator. He does not take advice because it's false. He knows where he's heading. That's where he has three things. He knows three things, and every other person one. Unfortunately, my brother, Mazimefor, knows two. We found out that he didn't know none. When I was becoming worried, I said, Mazimefor, can you give me point two? Let me enter my one so that we will know what to do. Okay? So, you see, it's just this quality, this characteristic. If you have ears, if you have reasoning mind, and look at these three things, unless you are lost and gone for destruction, that's the only way you cannot understand what we are saying here. He single-handedly collected the money, planned what he wants to do, handed himself over, and he does not want to call off this lunacy, but he continues to use the people he mobilized before he handed himself over. None of you guys have asked a question. What is this clown doing in Nairobi or Kenya? What was he doing there before they arrested him? Did Kenya tell him that they are going to give him weapons or what? Did anybody initiate weapons with him in Kenya? So, our Lord Yeshua said, let those who have ears hear what the Holy Spirit says. I am not the Holy Spirit, I can never be, but I'm just quoting what our Lord Yeshua says. My Reverend, I think, if I really have to break this trade down, you will not close this program because there are so many things we can, elaborate using these three characteristics that I just mentioned. But we will leave it for now. I want to thank you so very much for what you're doing for us. But before then, I'm urging Biafrans We are still in the mud. We are still in the mess. We have not gotten freedom. Nigeria has not been fair to none of us. It doesn't matter for the ones that are one Nigeria, for the ones that are planning to put everybody together. It doesn't matter. They have not been fair, and they will never be fair, because that's what their great grandfather told them, that they will never allow these people to rule over them, and they will not even allow us to control our destiny. That's the most painful part of it. So if you are thinking that this people is going to be fair to you, it's not going to happen. But we are making a call here. The reason we are calling here is for you to come out. Yes, I like what Dr. Kado explained about our identity as far as political identity. The last time we checked, we are still in Nigeria. So we cannot arrogantly say, oh, we are non-Nigerians. There's still a little bit of hope with the so-called politics that they are playing. And this is what we have resolved. Since we now know that all the monies that we contributed to forcefully extricate ourselves from Nigeria, because that was what we set for. That's why we were putting monies together. And we fell into the hands of a criminal, a Satan, a Leviathan. Now that hope is lost. We must look for another approach. And that approach is to start the business again, be a part of that, whatever. I find it difficult to call it political process, but whatever it is that will enable us to take our powers that belongs to us, that will, because you are PVC, it's your power, it's your bargaining power. Go get it for now. Don't listen to nobody. Go get it for now. Mobilize yourselves. We are not telling you what we are going to do with it tomorrow, because guess what? If we say it now, the enemy will plan a counter attack. So go get your PVCs as you are in Nigeria right now. For now, we're still in Nigeria. So go get your little PVC and put it in a safe place. And let's keep going. For people in diaspora, we ask you to make yourself available. We've been calling. Okompo comes here, he announces his number for people in Europe. Mbadike comes here and announces his number for people in America. My reverend is on the program. There are numbers distributed right now where you can call him. Chidera, my thunderbolt Sodogene, places number. Anselm call that number for you to make calls. Yes, Mbidolo. We are building. But I can tell you, I can guarantee you, we are not giving up on Biafra. We are Biafrans, and nobody is going to change it. So we encourage you to make yourself available and come that we may have discussion. Come that we may have discussion. But before you even think about coming, prepare yourself. If we do these things. My Reverend, I want to thank you for this opportunity. God in heaven must bless you. There's no way He will not bless you and your household. There's no way He will not keep and preserve you until Biafra comes and beyond. I want to say to all Biafrans, All hail Biafra. God bless all of you, and God bless all of us of freedom. Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Of course, that is the voice of our daddy in the Lord, Mazi Obidi Obienu. And of course, the truth cannot be overemphasized. There are certain things we need to do. And when we do it right, we're going to have our life back. But it doesn't matter how long it's going to take. We'll keep trying until we get it right. My brother said, unity is the key. How do we get there? The process is on. I sign off from here. I appreciate those of you who were able to call in. Of course, Dr. Obidi, Agwanye, and our brother Nwokwe Wanzi. You're highly appreciated. An apology to those of you. I cannot take your call this moment. Tomorrow is another day. We'll continue. For the entire Biafrans who are listening to the sound of our voice, you can be part of this transformation. You can make it work. Don't be a spectator. It's going to take all of us. On this note, I say good night, and God be with all of us. They will know.
Amalgamation treasure